Good morning, guys. How you guys doing today? Hopefully, you guys are doing good. It's been a long year. So far, so good. But the question that I get now, as a mechanic, mobile mechanic, uh, a question that I get now is, what happens when my car hits the 80,000 miles after buying it for a year? That's the question that I get. So basically, what happens now, your car is now mm, in the next, uh, let's say, the next part of its engine life. You're about 20,000 to 30,000 miles away from 100,000 miles. Services that will be required for this type of mileage on these, let's say, for example, uh, this is my 2014 Ford Focus SE. It's been, it's been worked on. Obviously, has been some things being changed here and there. Certain parts of the engine being swapped to an ST, so it's been converted. My car, I personally converted it to an ST model. I've done some work, body work here and there. Uh, but my question is, and some people's questions is, what happens after my car hits 80,000 miles? What type of services do I need to do or require after my 80,000 miles on my car? For example, my car just hit 80,000 miles on Saturday. Not bad. I've only been having it for almost 2 years. Not bad at all. It's a Ford Focus. Yes, it's very known for their transmission problems because they have a dual clutch system, and the sprockets and all this stuff goes so bad and everything. But my car, believe it or not, this 2014 Ford Focus, I only bought it with 45,000 miles on the engine, which is still not bad for a 2014, because if you look at it, 2014 to 2023, make your math, you're gonna see how long this car has been in the street, right? And it's only been one time owner. I'm the second owner of this car. So more for me is, when I got this car from the dealership, I automatically pull up the record, which is the services that have been done on this, specifically on this car, because their transmission issues, and they're very notorious for going out as quick as you think, and you never know. Well, the thing is, um, I pull up the service, I pull out the record, it shows a one time owner, I'm the second owner of the car. So, luckily for me, the last owner was very smart for me. You know, he was very smart because he, the last owner, did the transmission service, which includes everything: transmission filter, transmission oil. I know it has something else between those three things, and obviously the clutches A and B. So once I see that the transmission has been serviced, because you know I'm pretty sure he bought it with 0 miles, and as soon as he hit let's say 45,000 miles, he must have done the service. And I think what happened, he did the service too early, because at 45,000 miles, the transmission oil is not even burned. But like I said, it's a 2014 Ford Focus. At that time, at that era time, uh, Ford Focus was having an issue with their transmission, and they were having many recalls in this transmission. Like, many recalls. You could imagine any simple recall. Sensors going out of service, clutches going out. So I'm thinking, what happened on this car, as soon as I hit 40,000 miles on the engine, he must have panicked and did a service, because either one, the transmission started shifting. Two, it did not went to gear at all. Or three, it just didn't have service already. So one of those three must have come up and he did the service. So going back to the topic, what happens after I do after my 80,000 miles on my engine? Well, there's certain things that you have to look out for. Your timing belt, obviously, it's every 100 and something thousand miles, 80, 75, depending on the model and make and how the manufacturers tell you to do the service on the timing belt. Second, you will have problems with minor leaks, oil leaks, stuff in the metal, like things like that will go out. Third, brake system and shocks. Apparently, these cars do have a system with that where the shocks start going out and you're gonna feel your car really, really, really soggy, meaning soft suspension. Not like an example, not like something that will bounce back and forth. No, you're gonna feel it little by little. Another thing, oil changes are now gonna have to be more often, meaning like if you were doing your oil changes every 4 or 5 months, now you have to do them at least 3 to 4 months, just to keep up with the engine mileage. Other than that, I mean, your car should be fine. Besides checking your axles, because they already hitting about almost 100,000 miles. Check your boots, check everything on your car, because at this point, at 80,000 miles, your car is already telling you, hey, I'm getting old. My engine, your engine, my miles is getting older, and I need you to start doing your services more often. Luckily for me, I'm just turning on the battery so you guys can see I actually do have 80,000 miles on my car. I just driven 59 miles, just a couple of days ago with today because I'm at work right now. But other than that, these cars are reliable. And yes, are notorious for the bad transmission. But remember, services, a must on these cars. My car has been reliable. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not even lying to you. I've been having it for almost 2 years. It's been great. It's been outstanding. I live in California. California, it's a big state. And when I drive, I have a family, when I have a family trip, I drive 4 hours. Last weekend, last weekend, I drove 9 hours nonstop. This car did not give me a problem at all. Did not acting weird, did not start doing this and not doing that. The only time that I did stop was to fuel up and eat something on the way, because we were already hungry, me and my family. So it should have never took 9 hours, but it did. We went to Bakersfield, California. Freeway 15 south to east to Bakersfield. There was an accident. The whole freeway was shut down, so we were there for like a couple of hours. By the time we got to Bakersfield, it was barely 4:30. But we left. I'm not even lying to you. We left. Me and my family, me and my wife and my daughter, we left at 8:30 in the morning. 8:30 in the morning, for the reason why is to beat the traffic. Next to we're not even halfway leg, and we're already stuck in traffic on the middle of the San Bernardino County traffic. So yeah, I'm telling you, these cars are reliable. I've been doing every service on this car for the past 2 years. You name it. I already flushed the transmission. I already flushed the antifreeze because it needed to be flushed. It was already burned. Apparently, since 2014, they haven't done it. That was one of the services I never did. Another service that I did on my car was the coil pack. So that's another thing you gotta keep an eye on when your car reaches almost 100,000 miles, and your spark plugs too. That's what you gotta start doing. Minor things that will help your engine to stay healthy and then run better. But yeah, if you have any comments, what can I do, other things about this Ford Focus, just let me know in the comments below. And remember, guys, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you very much.